Welcome to Ellys Caravan Hire. I'm going to show you around Chloe here. It's the Hitch Hika Adelaide 21 foot. Chloe is 4 birth plus 1 and it is a tear of 2,090 kilograms with a gross of 2.5 tonne. When you first get here, we'll hook you on, but quick rundown is you've got a ball hitch with a 12-pin hitch and a Anderson plug and a breakaway. So the first thing you want to do when you rock up at your campsite is unhook the vehicle. Then you want to level the van with the jockey wheel and making it level with the levels that are on the drawbar there. Once you've leveled the van, you just lift out and swing down the leg, let that click back in. And then with your winder, just wind down the stabilising legs until the pressure of the van is taken. And then you do all 4 like that. This door is unique to this van. It's very long, so when it folds down, it can sit straight up and down. So when you're lowering the caravan onto your vehicle, it can bust the door off and destroy the hinge here. So just be wary of that the door is always up and closed. In here we have the, you've got a water hose, your electric lead, but also your grey water hose. So that's where these are kept. Also you've got a couple of stabilising or levelling ramps and chocks in there. So on this side of the van we've got the inlet for the power. Make sure that's up there and firmly in. So make sure the power is on. This is 180 litre water on-board storage for your water. Here's the water inlet for your hose for mains water. And this is your grey water out. So I'll show you how to open up and empty the toilet. So press the 2 buttons and open the door. And then there's a little blue lever in here that you just lift up and pull the cartridge out. Now you take this to the dump point in the caravan park, swivel that around, undo the cap there, and then just pour down, and that's a breather hose just there. Rinse the cartridge out until it goes clean. Place the cap, and then you can dose the actual cartridge inside on the toilet side. Slide that back in there until it clicks, and that's it. So the awning has a separate video that we'll send you as well on how that will work. Here we have a 12-volt outlet, also an antenna inlet for the TV, and a 240-volt outlet. This is a picnic table with the keys that drops down. So now we have a storage bit here, but let's take a look inside. So Chloe comes with a lot of storage space around. There's a lot of storage space under the bed. You just lift that up on gas struts, and that's also where the jack is located. This bed is also unique in that this frame extends out There we go. The frame extends out. Oh, I think there we go. And the mattress pulls out as well, and the headrest rolls down, so it's the right length. So we have a 12-volt charging point just there, as well as your 240-volt. This is where the TV lives, but always whilst traveling, it's on the bunks, so it doesn't bounce around and bounce off. And that just secures away like that, behind that pin. So I'm just going to show you how to use the vent. This is a block out blind. Open that. And just here, we need to push the red button, open both sides of the locking mechanism, pull this down gently and push up. It's on gas struts and it'll stay up there nicely. So you have your smoke alarm here. And this is the antenna for the TV. So wind this all the way up until it stops, and then you can pull this down and twist it for reception. A handy tip is just to have a look at where everybody else is pointing their antenna. So Chloe's kitchen, we've got a stereo, microwave that works on 240 volt, range hood with a light and fan. Down here we've got the gas cooktop and the 240 volt induction, a grill and a full oven. This covers the sink for more storage, and whilst travelling, this lives just down the side here. Above the range hood is the heart of the van, where you've got your solar readout. Not that you'll need to worry about that too much. It's just there for reference. You got your fuses here. Also, this is your tank. So this is for the pump. When you're on mains, leave the pump off. When you're just on tank water, you can flick that on. This is a kill switch just here, and this will kill all power to the van, including the fridge. So keep that on unless you are trying to conserve battery. Over here is the hot water, electric, and hot water for the gas. On the top here is a water tank gauge. I'm just trying to find the button. Here we are. And that'll tell you how much water is left inside the tanks. So the kitchen table is quite versatile. You just lift this lever and you can swivel the table wherever you like. You can pack it away for when you're walking around, or when you're eating you can bring it out. The other thing you can do with it, this becomes the +1 berth. You just press on the button down the bottom and push the table down until it clicks, and then that goes in there, and we've got a squab for that, for this to become a small bed. So we have a fridge freezer. It is on auto at the moment. Just leave it on auto, it'll select what it needs to. These are the bunks, and this is a huge storage space here, but it's also where the TV lives whilst you're traveling. You've got a basic washing machine here. It's basically plug and play. So this is the toilet. It's quite easy to use. You just open the vent, do what you need to do, and then flush, and then close the vent. Flicks makes a tap for the sink, and in there's the shower.